Mega Drive version of Aliens 3 was the first to be released anywhere in the world in October 1992. In this game you play as Ellen Ripley, the film's main character. You can jump, shoot, climb ladders, crawl through tunnels, open doors and use elevators. But in typical Probe fashion, yes, this was developed by Probe, they've gone and messed it up. For the start, your weapons mostly fire above the aliens, meaning you have to stop and crouch most of the time. Then there's the aliens that jump up out of nowhere, giving you no option but to get hit. Also, why can you shoot up and down while on a ladder, but not to the sides? Is Ripley afraid she'll mix up left and right for some reason? It just doesn't make sense. But this is all a pointless argument, I guess, because if the game really did follow the Alien 3 movie, Ripley would have buggered all in weapons. This Mega Drive release contains 15 levels of where the f do I go maze action. Personally, I can't stand this game, but I'm sure I'm in the minority, it would seem. The only good thing about this game, in my opinion, are the banging tunes from Matt Furness. The second release came with the European exclusive Amiga version in November 1992. This release contains one less stage than the Mega Drive, but is it as good in looks and playability or even sound? Let's take a look. Well, let's start off with the positives. The game is smooth. It also uses 2 buttons. Just a shame Alien 3 is a 3-button game, so you'll still need that keyboard to select weapons. And that's about it on the positive points compared to the Mega Drive version. Now I'm sure the Amiga fanboys will be bashing away at their keyboards, but we can all see that the Amiga version has less colours. It's missing background animation in some cases, no parallax scrolling, and the music isn't as good. It's lacking the punch, plus, to add even more insult, you can't have music and sound effects at the same time. It's either one or the other. Now for the Amiga game, yes, this is good, but is it better than the Mega Drive version, which I'm sure we'll all be told it is? Absolutely not. And I didn't even mention the more fiddly ladder mechanics. Next up is the Super Famicom release, which only contains 6 stages, but funnily enough it also has a password feature. To be fair, the stages are redesigned and a lot longer. In fact, it's a completely different game, so it shouldn't really be on this video, but well, here it is. So how does it play? Well, in all honesty, I think the gunplay in this game is much better than the Mega Drive and Amiga game. You can shoot in 8 directions even when you're on a ladder or hanging from ceilings. The game also moves at a brisk pace and doesn't suffer as much from unavoidable enemies. But make no mistake, they are still here. Level objectives can be chosen from computer terminals, which are located throughout the game, and also offer blueprints of the prison layout. Objectives include sealing off doors to prevent aliens from entering, and rescuing prisoners. A time limit is present on each level. Yeah, like everyone enjoys a time limit. But at least the game concludes with a battle between Ripley and the Alien Queen. The soundtrack has gone for a more movie-like score than the pumping tunes. It's good, but after playing for a while it does start to annoy a little. Overall, this is a reasonable game, but still not great due to poor level design at times and unavoidable enemies. Alien 3 even got a port to the Sega Master System, and you know what? It's not bad at all for a Master System game. It's got good graphics, nice audio and reasonable gameplay. Yeah, it still suffers from crappy Euro maze puzzle design issues, but besides that, this is rather a competent port. As we figured out with the Mega Drive original, Alien 3 is a 3-button game, but the Master System only has 2 buttons and no start or select buttons like the Famicom. So the developers decided that selecting weapons is done by pressing jump while crouching. Sounds rather awkward, but surprisingly works well. Game Gear port is just a lazy half-assed port of the Master System game. So yeah, it looks the same, besides for the now cropped play window, which results in not being able to see some aliens falling down from the ceiling. It also has a crap load of slowdown for some reason. And get this, somehow they've made the controls feel twitchy. They just aren't as smooth or precise as the Master System game. Famicom or NES time now, and man does this game have some bass thumping music tracks. I'm liking the audio on this game. As for how it looks, well, as you can see, it is more simple looking than the Master System title, but it isn't ugly. Sadly, the game is ugly to play. It's the same maze crap with many dead ends, but here they've ramped that up for us. Probably because it has the LJN name on it. Gotta pump up the shit for anything Acclaim has to be involved with. This is quite a shame too, because if they had made this into a more linear title, it would have been so much better, or even gave us some sort of on-screen counter to how many more guys we need to find. Oh well. Now you wouldn't believe this, but Alien 3 even got an official Commodore 64 port based upon the Mega Drive version, and it is very competent as well. But get this, it even manages not only to have a fantastic soundtrack, but also simultaneous sound effects and music. The Amiga didn't have that. The game, while based upon the Mega Drive original, has been arranged somewhat, but it is still recognisable. It's also got a few new twists, such as aliens spitting acid at you from the very beginning. Sadly, Probe, being the devs they are, forgot to add the fun, but they did manage to give us a stupidly tight timer and next to impossible to avoid enemies all over the place. And let's take a look at all those versions of Alien 3 running side by side. The Mega Drive version of Aliens 3 was the first to be released anywhere in the world in October 1992. In this game you play as Eleanor Rigby. In this game you play as Ellen Ripley, the film's main character. You can jump, shoot, climb ladders, crawl through tunnels, open doors and use elevators.